Happy Magic Monday. This is your MoonScopes for April 8th to April 14th. Hello, Gemini rising. On this Magic Monday, you have the Taurus moon in your 12th house. This is something that you were going through during this weekend and moved into after that fabulous new moon in Aries. So you have kind of been withdrawn from the world, not as aware of the importance of everyday life, but more about your inner world. Things shifted, things have changed. This new moon in Aries brought a new opportunity to you, my dear. So this was probably an inner revelation that occurred. Now, on Magic Monday evening, the moon will move into Gemini, into your first house. So this awareness, this revelation will move you to the beginning of this week with again, new sense of self, a new identity. You may even want to go out and buy a completely different outfit or wardrobe because you feel like a completely different person. It might also be a new feeling that you have, and you approach life in a whole new way, a fresh life, a curious life. Curiosity is the key to living an abundant life. It's where you're constantly curious about the possibilities of wonder. I wonder how this will happen, instead of so focused, so demanding of it trying to work the way in which you want it to work. Always being curious on how it can be better or how it can be improved when a mistake happens, and just being grateful for when things are happening and curious on how magical it is. Obviously, there's a time where you analyze and you look at the data and you look at the statistics, which you, Gemini, really likes to explore and research and have that evidence of your truth of what you're discovering. Now, by midweek, from Wednesday to Thursday, the moon will move into Cancer, which is your second house. So now, because you have new standards, a new vision, you have new boundaries. You say, okay, well then I'm going to work for this amount of money for this amount of hours, or wanting to start on a new project, you set your goals, you make sure you have certain requirements that's needed for your self-development, for your self-worth. And Cancer is really strong and clear and confident in its abilities. Now, of course, you can also be experiencing the shadow types of these characters. And it just shows, because you haven't set your standards or your boundaries, you're learning on what it feels like to be taken advantage of, or things feel unfair or unjust. And if you're in those moments, that's okay. You're just on the other spectrum of the sphere and having to look at the other side of the story or picture. But don't worry. You'll get to the other side soon enough where you'll be able to realize the whole perspective. That's ultimately what we're striving for. By the weekend, you have Leo moon in the third house of communication. So you might want to spend the weekend performing or giving presentations or taking an interest on an online course and connecting with a new social network. There's things to be done. Time is of the essence, my dear, and you may feel like you have a lot of passion and drive for the week ahead. Now, this after new moons is a really great time to get the work done. If there's any part of the month that you feel like, okay, really need to get a lot of work done, do it at the beginning of the new moon cycle. You have about a week of it. And I know we have to be productive most of the time, but we can be productive in different ways. But this is the time where you do, and you are motivated to do it. And if you don't feel that way, then again, you're on the other side of the cycle, where you're going in deeper, introspective, and doing the inner work that will eventually lead you to, again, the other side. So powerful week ahead. Stay focused, stay clear, and trust in thyself. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to learn how this week is personally going to empower, transform, and heal you, contact me at hello@nicolemarie.eu or check out my work at nicolemarie.eu. Until then, blessed, blessed, blessed be.